Hey everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. So this week, I'm going to take some time and tell you why I need Netflix to actually be productive. And I know you're thinking what on earth I'm talking about, and you probably think I'm crazy, but let me tell you why.
Well, what do you mean Netflix for productivity?
Bruv, I'm recording a YouTube video.
It's a killer of productivity. We agreed on that. You're going completely off script, man.
Alright, I'm going to be honest. When I pitched this video to Ams, I said I'm going to be talking about productivity and videos and stuff like that. I didn't tell him I'm doing a video on Netflix. But hear me out, alright? So, for all the people that don't know what Netflix is, and I'm pretty sure you do, it's an online streaming service where you can pretty much watch all the latest series, even the most critically acclaimed films, and it's at the tip of your fingers. And a lot of us are addicted to it. And I know you may think you ain't, but I'm telling you, you are. And there's only one reason why people don't like Netflix, and it's because your mates suddenly changed their password, he didn't update the group chat, and now you're logged out and you can't continue watching your series. Because let's face it, who really pays for Netflix? An interesting fact about Netflix, there's millions of subscribers across the world. Most often people spend more than 2 hours every single day binging on the TV shows. But let me ask Sam, since you've interrupted my video, how long do you think it takes for someone to binge everything from start to finish on Netflix?
Every single program?
Everything.
Several months.
Nah, so literally it will take you more than 4 years to watch everything from start to finish. That's mad.
But you need it for productivity, yeah?
I really do need it for productivity.
Explain this.
And I'm going to tell you why. So people see Netflix as a waste of time, and I did a poll on my Instagram about all the different recommendations people had, and I'll list a few of them just in case you haven't seen it. But they see Netflix as a time to wind down, to relax, to spend some time with friends and family, to re-energize. The issue is we live in a society where productivity is at the forefront. There's a hype culture around it. You have to be productive every moment of the day, 24/7, 365. And I don't like that. I want to be able to do what I do and enjoy it. And I use Netflix as a way to shut down, to relax, to watch it. I really do watch Netflix pretty much every single day, and Ams can tell you that. There were times at med school during our finals while Ams was in his room banging out hours of revision. I was watching films, I was watching series, and I just wanted to watch because I couldn't bear the thought of having to revise. And let me tell you what happened. I ended up working away from home 100 miles in Coventry. So the reason I watch Netflix, or the way I like to watch Netflix, I like to watch a little bit, maybe 35 minutes, an hour, or maybe an episode. And then I feel to myself that, do you know what, I've relaxed, I've chilled out, I didn't need to do anything that's mentally difficult or exhausting. I can get on with the rest of my day. And that's what a lot of people have said. I did a poll, and a few of the things people have said, which is quite interesting, is people like to live other people's lives. There was a lawyer I knew who said he loved watching Suits because it encouraged him. It made him feel like he was a badass lawyer. Moving aside from that, I really do think Netflix does get a bad light. There's lots of studies, if you're to look into it, that do say some people binge for hours on end. And what happens as a result, it causes sleep deprivation. They start to lose touch with their family and friends. They don't eat and drink properly. They don't exercise. Some people have even said they get so engrossed into some of these series that when it does end, they feel a void and they get very, very depressed. And that's what I'm here to say. I don't want you to think that I binge on Netflix and it's the reason why I can be productive. I just need a little time to shut down and switch off and do something I enjoy. And I don't mean watch Netflix at 2 times the speed or 3 times the speed. I really do want to enjoy it. And there are many ways other people relax and enjoy so they can ensure to be productive. Because if you feel you're working all the time, you're just going to get exhausted, you're just going to get burnt out. It can be reading, it can be writing, it can be going out, it can be spending time with friends and family. If you're someone like Ams who likes to exercise, he probably needs to do some of that stuff to then get cracking. Some tips on how to make the most of your time so you're not wasting it is you can ration Netflix, you can separate how you watch a series. You don't need to binge it over one night, and leave your family, not spend any time talking to anyone. You can save it for a weekend where you do spend a few hours with your friends and family or by yourself to watch it as a treat for yourself. But the key thing is you don't binge, you don't spend your life on Netflix because it is addictive, and I have been in that addictive phase where you just want to get to the next of it. And let's face it, these platforms are designed to keep us engaged, engrossed, and there are pop-ups to make you watch the next episode, and the recommendations that pop up are amazing. You feel Netflix knows what it is, and it's so synonymous with our lives. The way you Google search something, it's always let's Netflix and chill, let's watch something on Netflix. So that's me, and you're probably thinking, what on earth is he talking about? I really do need Netflix to be productive, just so that I have my downtime to re-energize. And like I said, I'm gonna tell you some of the best shows to watch on Netflix. And don't binge them, but if you do want to binge them because they are banging. Peaky Blinders, Narcos, Lupin. Ams, what would you recommend? What is your best Netflix series?
What's the best one that I've watched?
It can't be crime or drug related.
Powers.
Power, yeah?
Power.
So people like us, you know, in the medical world, sometimes you do feel like, you know, I'll be such a sick cartel boss or something like that. That's one of the reasons why I watch it. But the message of this is, I want you to all not feel guilty for watching Netflix. I don't want you to feel that you have to always be productive, feel that you have to be working 24/7. Every waking minute of your life needs to be grinding, you know, side hustle, doing this and that, being a founder, being a startup person. No, if you feel like Netflix helps you relax, do it by all means. But just make sure you don't binge and do it at the detriment of your health, your family, your relationship. So as a lasting message, I love Netflix. I really do need it to be productive, but I do it within bounds and limits. I don't spend hours on it, and I try to engineer it as if it's my break, or I do it when I know I don't need to be doing something urgent. But don't let it consume you. Make sure you're in charge of it and you make the most of it. Because the last thing you want to do is to watch all the best series, but realize you no longer have the luxury of healthy relationships. Your health has taken a toll. You're not getting enough sleep. But yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know your top recommendations. I'm always keen to find out what's the best thing to watch, because it is really a whole world in itself. But in the meantime, look after yourself, and we'll see you all next week.